right, welcome in everybody. Dike-New Hartford basketball here on a Saturday afternoon. Wolverines going to be hosting the Union Knights. Wolverines the girls coming off a big win last night against Appleton Parkersburg. We'll talk a little bit about that. We will have a couple people here during the boys game from the girls team. I'm not sure if we're going to get Coach Tactel up here during the halftime of the girls game or not. Couple new things here we've got added on the stream. We've got a Booster Club item that some slides that they put together, which is a lot of great information about the Booster Club, along with our usual ads. So we'll get all those run here as we get ready to go. We've got about just under 10 and a half minutes to go before we're ready to kick off. This is Joe Huck getting ready. I'm announcing tonight too, so we're going to be we'll be pretty busy here or before the game gets started. But I will talk through real quick before we hit one of those. We'll talk about the starting lineups here real quick. Starting with the Knights from Union. So starting lineup for the Knights going to be number 11, a junior, Lily Lorenzen. Number 15, a senior, Reagan Sorensen. Number 23, a sophomore, Reagan Glenn. Number 25, a senior, Ava Mills. And number 53, a senior, Bridget Rohr. So the Knights come in tonight with a 3-11 record overall, 0-5 in the NICL East. So this will be a crossover game as the Wolverines are in the Central. Wolverines tonight coming in 11-1 after that win last night, and 6-0 in the NICL Central. So the Wolverines starting five is going to look very similar to what we've seen here in the past. It's going to be Jaden Peterson, Peyton Foster, Maren Bixby, Maddie Busco, and Peyton Peterson. So we look forward to those five, again, getting this game kicked off. Wolverines are going to be rotating some kids in and out here. I know they're going pretty deep with that bench, but we'll get kicked off here shortly. We're going to run this Booster Club ad first, and then for the business partners, and then we will come back. I don't know if we'll have time to get the slides in as well, but we'll for sure get those in at some point here tonight. Probably do that. Well, let's do that one now. We've done the Booster Club ad before. We're going to do the slides now, and then we will come back. All right, welcome back here. Again, Dike-New, Hartford, and Union girls basketball getting ready to kick off here on a Saturday afternoon. A makeup from a game that was postponed earlier in the year due to weather. So we'll get ready to kick off here. As I said, I'm doing the announcing tonight as well, so I'll pop off here. We'll leave the sound on for you though. A little different for us tonight. We don't have the pep band up here running, so we're running all the music and everything up here. So we're excited to get this one going. Girls, again, coming off a big win last night against Appling Parkersburg to run their NICL Central record to 6-0. Looking to continue this run that they've got going against conference opponents. So we'll hopefully have another big one tonight. And we'll look to get going here. Really, one of those games last night started off a little bit slow for the Wolverines in the first quarter. They put a little run on there at the end to build a lead, and then kind of the same thing in the second. Just a little bit of a slow start, looking to see how the girls come out today here. Saturday afternoons are always interesting when you come out. It's a different time of day and different thought when it's normally your day off. But one thing I think this always helps, especially like from the girls' standpoint, you don't know what your schedule is going to be. If, again, looking way far ahead, if they make it to state, you don't know what your schedule is going to be. You could have to play an early afternoon game. So this is just good for them to kind of get up, get moving around. One thing that's really hard to replicate is those early morning games. But, we'll hope we have to do that, because that means we're down there. So, no, excited here to get going. The girls, I know, are excited to get going on this one. I've talked with a few of them here, and we will be joined by a couple of the seniors here in halftime of the boys game. They've graciously agreed to come up and chat with me. One thing, you can't see it here the way the camera is set up, but Mariah Ash is on crutches over on the Wolverines bench. She got twisted her knee during the girls' JV game, so don't know how bad that is. She's had some ice on it. Looks like she's on crutches now, and they've helped her kind of get over to the bench. So we'll see from that standpoint what I'm assuming we'll have to wait and see on that one, and we'll see how it is and when she can come back. Looking down here, and I know we talked a little bit about Abby Jensen getting hurt last week. Don't see her down here, so I don't know if she had something that she had to be at today. But again, these makeup on Saturday games are just so interesting to see how that works and see what that ends up being like, especially as they try and get games squeezed in here. Try and get games squeezed in here as the year ends. So, but yeah, we're excited to get this one going, and I think this will be a good one. The Wolverines look to, again, with tonight's game, and then Hudson coming to town on Tuesday before the girls will see let me look it up, because I screwed up the scheduling the other day. So anyway, for sure, though, Hudson on Tuesday night. That'll be a girls-boys, and then they go to Jessup on Friday. So that'd be the next away game for the Wolverines, is that game on Friday night against another NICL opponent. This one still being, again, from the East, with this sectioned conference. It makes it a little interesting, because the normal games that you would say are conference and tight conference games aren't anymore. So it's just something different for everybody involved, and it makes it interesting here for all of us. But we'll keep working. Girls, like I said, 6-0 on the year in the conference, 11-1 overall. That one loss being the 1-point loss to Solon early in December. So good run here by the Wolverines to take care of business and try and get to where they want to get to. So we look to see some good things here tonight, and we are going to we'll do our quick People's Savings Bank ad, and then we will be back with starting lineups and the national anthem and be ready to roll. So,
how can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to DNA schools. That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll Blue.
All right, I will be right back. I've got to do the announcements here, so we'll be back here after this. Good evening and welcome to Dike-New Hartford for tonight's NICL crossover girls basketball contest between the Union Knights and the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. We would like to remind all in attendance that the Dike-New Hartford Community School District encourages positive sportsmanship and behaviors at our activities. By being positive about your team and coaches and respecting the decision of officials, you enhance the atmosphere of athletics. We expect the fans of both teams to follow that lead with your cheers and behaviors. Have a great time and enjoy tonight's game. And now for the starting lineups. For the away team on the scoreboard, the Union Knights. Number 11, a junior, Lily Lorenzen. Number 15, a senior, Reagan Sorensen. Number 23, a sophomore, Reagan Glenn. Number 25, a senior, Ava Mills. And number 53, a senior, Bridget Rohr. Knights are coached by Robert Driscoll, assisted by Justin Harson. And now, the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, the Dike-New Hartford Wolverines. Number 3, a senior, Jaden Peterson. Number 13, a freshman, Peyton Foster. Number 15, a senior, Marin Bixby. Number 23, a junior, Maddie Buskel. And number 25, a senior, Peyton Peterson. Wolverines are coached by Drew Stahl, assisted by Matt Dove, Ashley Benningham, Craig Chapman, and Madeline Dannon. Tonight's officials are John Miller, Rod Colder, and Dan Schofield. Without the efforts of these individuals, high school athletics would not be possible. Dike-New Hartford would like to thank them for the work they do and their partnership with high school athletics. Please join us in giving them a round of applause for all they do. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you please stand. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and those that continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor our country and respect their efforts by removing our caps, standing at attention, placing our hands over our hearts as we proudly perform our national anthem. All right, back here in Dike for tip-off of the girls' game. Again, Dike-New Hartford Union game one of our doubleheader here. The JV games are both complete, and we'll get ready for tip-off as Coach Dahl is finishing up his final adjustments. Coach Driscoll with his over on the north side. So we'll get ready to go here. Wolverines and Knights. Looking to be a good one here tonight. The Wolverines looking to continue their dominance really over the NICL. I hate to try and jinx it, but I think it's 2018 was the last loss the Wolverines have in conference. So it will be Bixby jumping up against, I believe that's Mills. Yep, Mills and Bixby. Bixby wins it back to Peyton Peterson. Peyton Foster over to Maddie Buskell. Buskell into Jaden Peterson. Back out to Foster. Foster on the attack, gets a shot up, gets it blocked, and that ball is out of bounds off of the Knights, and that's going to stay with the Wolverines. Bixby will inbound it, gets it into Foster. Foster to Peyton Peterson. Peterson to Bixby on the wing. Ooh, ball taken away there by number 11, Lorenzen. Union quickly up. Ball currently with Sorensen. Sorensen goes over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen slips back to Sorensen. Back to Lorenzen up top. Ball swung over here to Mills. Mills to Glenn. Back to Mills. He's going to skip it across to Sorensen and up to Lorenzen. Back to Sorensen. 11 on the shot clock. Ball is over to Mills. She looks to go into Roar, and that ball is taken away by Peyton Peterson. She's coming down court. She gets it tipped away, but right to Peyton Foster, misses the layup, and Peyton Peterson with the rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Bridget Roar. The first foul for the Knights, and first one in the quarter. So this game's still tied at 0 after the first minute of the game. Buskell into Peterson. Misses it. Rebounded by Jaden Peterson. Out to Foster. Foster's three is up and good. And again, another one of those three-pointers for People's Savings Bank. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. Ball is quickly taken away by Jaden Peterson. Over to Buskell in the corner. Buskell will dribble it up. Gets it to Peyton Peterson. Peyton to her sister Jaden in the corner. They leave her open. She drills that three. 2 quick threes by the Wolverines, and that's going to drive a timeout by Coach Driscoll. That one, again, was wide open. Roar could not get out and guard Peterson. So we're going to go quick timeout here, and we'll see what the Knights choose to do here. This is what the Wolverines have done, though, is they come out with a big push early and try and get after it. So 30-second timeout, done and over with. Both teams back on the floor. It's going to be Roar inbounding it for the Knights. Wolverines in their 2-1-2 press. Ball into Mills, back to Roar, over to Lorenzen. She gets to Lorenzen. That was Sorensen. Ball's taken away. Buskell, yep, that one popped up on her. It's going to be a carry and turnover on Maddie Buskell. Wolverines, this is quick movement here by the Wolverines. They try and get a lot of pressure here with this 2-1-2. A good matchup for him. Bixby in the middle. So ball to Roar, over to Mills. Mills dribbles up the sideline, gets it taken away by Buskell. Buskell over to Foster. Foster back to Buskell. Buskell skips it to Jaden Peterson. Into the middle. Buskell with it. Buskell looks, gets it over to Foster. Foster into Peyton Peterson. Back out to Foster for three. Off the side of the rim and rebounded by Jaden Peterson. She couldn't control it. Went out of bounds. So it will be Knights ball. First substitutions for the Wolverines will be number 5, Izzy Norton. Will come in for Maddie Buskell. So Norton dumped to the top. Roar with it. Over to Mills. Mills comes down the sideline. Brings it to the middle. He kicks it to Sorensen. Sorensen gets it to Glenn, who misses the shot, and that ball is going to be out of bounds off the Wolverines. So it'll be Knights basketball under the Wolverines hoop. Roar to take it out. She gets it in there to Mills. Mills to Lorenzen. And they went looking back to the corner to Sorensen, and it was not there. Quickly down court to Izzy Norton. She puts it up and in. Wolverines lead this one 8-0. And ball back to Roar up top. Wolverine pressure causing a lot of problems. Sorensen with it. Over to Mills. Mills back to Sorensen. She's going to take the three. And off the rim, rebounded by Roar. She gets a shot back up. Might have been blocked by Peterson. Rebound tipped around. Out to Glenn. Ball's reversed around to Mills. She's going to take another three, leave it short. Rebounded by Jaden Peterson. Peterson bringing the ball down court. On the attack, crosses over, right into the lane. Out to Izzy Norton. Norton for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson. She puts it up and in. Both Peterson girls going for that rebound, and Peyton came away with it. Roar with it. Takes it over to Sorensen. She's going to come up the sideline again. She goes back to Roar. She gets it to Mills. Barely get it across the timeline. Glenn with it. Into traffic. Taken away by Jaden Peterson. Izzy Norton with it. Up to Foster. Foster to the middle. Looks to Norton on the wing. Norton, lob pass to Foster, who got a little deep, but ball gets kicked back out to Norton from Jaden Peterson. She misses that, and that's going to go off Peyton Foster, Peyton Foster and out of bounds. Couple subs here for the Wolverines. It's going to be Bixby and Foster coming off, Sylvie Fuller and Busco coming back in. For the Knights, Albertson comes in for Roar. So Glenn inbounds it to Sorensen, up to Albertson, back to Sorensen. She's going to try and get it across. She ends up getting it over top of Mills. Mills on the attack, and that's going to be a foul. Yep, that is a foul on Sylvie Fuller, her first, Wolverines' first of the first quarter. Wolverines leading this one 10-0 with 3:44 to go in the first period. One foul each way. Sorensen into Glenn. Glenn up to Mills. Mills back down to Sorensen in the corner. Back up to Mills. And Sorensen skipped up. That one gets to Lorenzen. She's got it over to the wing. And that in. So that ball's reversed over to Mills, who takes the layup, misses it. Peyton Peterson with the rebound. She's coming down court quickly. She finds Izzy Norton. Rebounded by Jaden Peterson on the miss, and she puts it up and in. So the Wolverines crashing the boards early here tonight. Ball is with Sorensen. She looks to bring it up and tried to get it up to Lorenzen, but Peyton Peterson snuck in front of it and tipped it out of bounds. Ball in here to Sorensen. She's going to look to, Mills is in the corner. She goes to Mills. She gets it into Glenn. Glenn with a layup chance, rebounded by Sylvie Fuller. Over to Jaden Peterson. She brings it down. She looks up quickly to Izzy Norton, who goes back to Fuller on the wing. Fuller for three, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Jaden Peterson. Peterson shot up, did not get it, but she's going to get 2 free throws. Foul is on 25, Ava Mills, her first, team second. Peterson's first free throw is up and good. And we're going to have Marn Bixby checking back in for Izzy Norton. Peterson gets a second. Shot is up and good. Peterson gets them both. And we've got another sub. That's going to be, for the shooter, Miranda Tyler in here for Jaden Peterson. So Wolverines in that rotation that they run. Good defense there. And that ball is out of bounds. Oh, we got a tip. Officials helping each other out there. We had one couldn't see it, the other one had it. So it will be Knights inbounding it. Oh, ball up and tipped away from Miranda. And that's going to be 2 on Sylvie Fuller. She just kind of got herself caught in a bad spot. That's her second, team second. Subbing in here is going to be, so that's going to be Roar coming back in for Albertson. Ball with Sorensen. Gets it to Mills. Mills kicks it out to Lorenzen. Lorenzen to Sorensen. Over to Mills. Wolverines in 2-3 zone. 21 seconds to go in the first, or on the shot clock. Ball to Sorensen, to Mills. Lorenzen on the backside to go to Glenn, out to Sorensen. She'll take the quick three and miss it. Rebounded by Miranda Tyler, up to Buskell. Buskell out with it. Kicks it all the way across to Maren Bixby. She puts it on the deck and attacks. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson, out to Buskell. Missed two, but rebounded by Miranda Tyler. Wolverines crashing boards tonight. Buskell off the pass from Tyler, can't quite get it, and that ball rebounded by Mills. Sorensen bringing the ball down court for the Knights. Over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen dribbles across. Gets it over to Sorensen. Back down to Glenn. Glenn back, looks to go back to Sorensen. Bixby got a hand on it. So the ball ends up back over with Lorenzen on the left side of the court. Mills is going to have to take that three as the shot clock was running down. Rebounded by Glenn. Sorensen on the kick out. Misses it, rebounded by Fuller. Minute 13 to go in the first quarter. Wolverines up 14-0. Tyler throws the lob into Peterson against two, and she puts it up and in. Peyton Peterson, strong move there. Good pass by Miranda Tyler. Ball into Glenn. She tries to go Sorensen, picked off by Peterson. Peyton Peterson, ball reversed to Tyler up top. Tyler's going to look at that three. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson, up, left with the left, missed it, but rebounded by Maren Bixby. Her shot is blocked, might have been a foul. Rebounded quickly out by Glenn. Glenn over to Sorensen. Sorensen up top with it. Knights will get ready to set the offense to Lorenzen. Lorenzen goes to Sorensen. Sorensen for three. And she's been right around the rim on those. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson. She's going to come down court quickly. He gets it tipped away by Glenn, but Maddie Buskell goes and gets it. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball in quickly to Fuller. She puts a shot up and in. Great pass by Maren Bixby. Knights with it. Mills bringing it across. Ball goes off Glenn's hands. 3 seconds. Ball is thrown to Peyton Peterson. And she didn't know if she wanted to take that one or not, but hits the shot up. And that's our first quarter, folks. 18-0. Wolverines lead this one as we get ready to go to the quarter break. So we will be right back after this message from People's Savings Bank.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools. That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, back here in Dike for the second quarter, Wolverines and Knights. Wolverines lead this one 18-0. Knights got some good looks at the hoop, but could not get shots to fall. As I said, Sorensen's been right around the rim. The Wolverines have been crashing the offensive and defensive boards and doing a good job of getting that ball out and going. So we'll look to see more of that from the Wolverines. It's been, again, as I said, it's been an excellent night here for them as we get ready to go here second quarter. So far, I believe leading the way, and I don't have my stats aren't up yet, but I believe leading the way, we've got Jaden Peterson with 7. Although Peyton's out, I'm not sure what Peyton's got right now. So starting second quarter for the Wolverines, it will be Norton, Jaden Peterson, Foster, Bixby, and Tyler. Rohr will inbound it to Sorensen. Sorensen will bring it across. Goes to Lorenzen. Over to Sorensen, same side to Sorensen, tipped away, but right to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with it. Goes into the middle. And that one was into Albertson. Quickly up to Izzy Norton for the layup. Again, Wolverines quickly getting down court. Ball to Sorensen. Sorensen gets it over to Mills. Mills is going to bring it back across the right side. Back up to Sorensen. She's going to go up to Albertson. Looks like Glenn getting a break for the Knights. And that ball is going to be thrown away, but Bixby goes and gets it anyway. She's going to get the layup. Bixby with the layup up and in on the errant pass. So, yep, the 5 out for the Knights right now are Lorenzen, Sorensen, Mills, Albertson, and Rohr. Sorensen with it. Over to Mills. Mills back to Sorensen. She's going to shoot a deep three off the edge of the rim. Again, she's been close on a lot of those. Mills tries to make the save and cannot. It's going to bring Peyton Peterson. Is going to come back in for Miranda Tyler. And Reagan Glenn will come in for Lily Lorenzen. Quick check to make sure we had everybody set, and Wolverines bring it up. Foster will bring it up. Looks like we're going to face guard. Glenn is going to face guard Bixby, and they shot it to her anyway. Peterson with it. Kicks it over to Foster. Foster on the drive. Back to Peterson. She's going to take the three. Peyton Peterson from downtown. Great shot by her. Another 3 people savings bank. So great shot. She only takes 1 or 2 of those a game, and when she hits it, it's good news. Wolverines up 25-0. Ball looked to go in to Albertson. Tipped away by Norton. Over here to Mills. Mills with it on the right wing. She's going to hit Sorensen in the corner. Back to Mills. Mills back to Sorensen. Back to Mills. Mills and Sorensen just playing catch. Sorensen for 3. She hits it. So 3-pointer. First points of the game by the Knights with 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Ball up quickly to Peyton Peterson. She gets it out to Foster, and she hits a little jumper from the short corner. So good answer right away by the Wolverines. Sorensen bringing it across. Gets it to Mills. Skipped over to Sorensen. She's going to get another 3, and she's going to hit another one. 2 in a row by Sorensen. 6 points for the Knights. Wolverines lead it 27-6. Foster to Bixby. Back to Foster. Over to Norton. Out to Bixby in the corner. She skips it across to Foster, who's going to take the 3. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson. First shot missed. Rebound it. And we're going to have a jump ball on that tie-up. Maddie Busco going to check back in for Izzy Norton. And Lily Lorenzen is going to check in for Bridget Rohr. Peterson going to take the ball out for the Wolverines. Peterson inbound into Bixby. Right back into Peterson. She kicks it over to Foster. Foster up to Busco. Over to Bixby. Bixby set for 3. Hits it. 3-pointer. Marin Bixby. Another 3 ball for People's Savings Bank. Great job here tonight by the ladies hitting those 3s. Ball up quickly to Mills. Mills is going to take it up. She gets a shot up. Off the rim. Rebounded by Jane Peterson. She looks up quickly for Marin Bixby. Has Peyton Foster running the floor. Foster out to Busco, who take the 3. Rebounded by Jaden Peterson. She puts it up and in, and that is going to be a foul on Reagan Sorensen for the Knights. That will be her first and the team's first of the second quarter. Jaden Peterson going to get the and 1 as Sylvie Fuller checks in for Peyton Foster. So Peterson looking to get to double digits right here. And she does. 10 points on the night for Peterson. Good free throw. Wolverines dropping back into their zone. Sorensen with it. Sorensen up top. Gets it to Lorenzen. Back to Sorensen up on the right wing. Back to Lorenzen in the corner. She's going to take the dribble. Get it back to Sorensen. Back to Lorenzen. Sorensen swings it across to Mills. Mills looks into Glenn. 4 seconds on the shot clock. That's going to be a shot clock. That is a shot clock violation by the Knights. It's going to turn the ball back over to the Wolverines. As the Wolverines lead this one 33-6. 3:47 to go in the second period. Busco with it to Fuller. Fuller over to Bixby in the corner. Back to Fuller. Back to Buskell, skipped over to Bixby. She goes right into Jaden Peterson, who puts it up strong, and she's going to get another foul called. I believe that foul is going to be on Bryn Albertson. Yes, it is. That'll be Bryn Albertson's first and the second on the Knights in the second period. Peterson's first free throw up and good. And we got a substitution here, number 13. Abby Essling is going to check in for Bryn Albertson for the Knights. Looks like the Wolverines have got a couple subs coming in after this free throw. Kicks out, rebounded by Peyton Peterson. She puts it back up and in. So Peterson twins working together here. Sorensen bringing the ball across over to Mills. Mills looks to skip it to Sorensen. That ball tipped away by Jaden Peterson. She's coming down court with it. Goes to Buskell. Buskell to Bixby. Bixby up and in. Quick 2 points by the Wolverines. Running the floor. Sorensen with it. Coming across half court. Gets it to Mills. Mills looks go. Tipped away again by Peterson. Jaden Peterson looks up to Maren Bixby and just had a little bit of bad angle there trying to get it to her. That ball will go out of bounds. And we're going to have Peyton Foster in for Maren Bixby and Miranda Tyler in for Jaden Peterson. So 5 on the floor for the Wolverines are Foster, Buskell, Fuller, Peyton Peterson, and Tyler. That is Glenn with a little shot fake and a shot up, rebounded by Miranda Tyler. She goes up quickly to Foster. Foster brings it across. Nothing really, but she's going to find Fuller. Fuller's going to spot up for three and hit it. Sylvie Fuller drills a three-pointer for the Wolverines. Here we go as the Sorensen with it over to Lorenzen. Back to Sorensen. Sorensen to the corner to Mills. Up to Sorensen. Subs coming in for the Wolverines at the next dead ball. Ball down to Mills. Mills looks into Glenn. Taken away there by Fuller. Peyton Peterson with it coming down court. Goes up to Peyton Foster. She looks out to Tyler. Tyler to Buskell in the corner. Buskell attacks. Misses the layup. Ball's kicked around and ends up in Sorensen's hands. Sorensen with it. Kicks it over to Lorenzen. Wolverines in that 2-3 zone. Over to Sorensen. Back to Lorenzen. She can go back to Sorensen. Sorensen, Lorenzen back and forth. Into Glenn and over to Mills. Ball gets to the other side of the floor for the Knights. That ball is into Essling and over to Lorenzen, who takes the three. Rebounded by Sylvie Fuller. Fuller coming down court with it. Fuller to Buskell. Buskell into Peyton Peterson. Peterson to Tyler. Tyler shot up and good. Good ball movement, and we got just a quick timeout for some subs. So in for the Wolverines is going to be number 5, Izzy Norton, number 11, Kaylin Meester, and number 45, Kennedy Silman. Coming out is Peyton Peterson, Maddie Buskell, and Peyton Foster. So Coach Dahl going to go ahead and take the time on it as he called the 30-second timeout. And Wolverines up 43-6 here with under a minute to go in the first half. Again, for halftime for the girls, I don't know that we have anybody coming up, which is good. We'll run. We got some ads to run, so we'll get those run for everybody. But Wolverines quickly back out. Again, 5 on the floor for the Wolverines is Norton, Meester, Fuller, Silman, and Tyler. Also in for the Knights is Albertson back in. Ball with Mills. Skips it across to Sorensen. Up to Glenn. Back to Mills. Albertson. Up to Mills. Over to Sorensen. She's going to take a quick three. A little short, and that ball is out of bounds to the Knights. So Knights with it. Ball to be inbounded here by Glenn. Glenn to Albertson. Back to Sorensen up top. Sorensen with it. Looks for Miller. Over to Glenn. Glenn for outside. Takes the shot. Ball quickly rebounded, and the shot was put up by that shot put up by Miller, and Sylvie Fuller picks up her third foul here in the first half. Only the first on the Wolverines in the second quarter. Mills' first shot up and out. Lily Lorenzen is going to come back in for Essling. Second shot. Goes in. So second shot there by Ava Mills. Meester with it. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Over to Fuller. Fuller skips it to Norton. Norton is going to pull for three. Off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Silman. And we are going to have a foul inside on the rebound. And that is going to be on Albertson. That's going to be her second foul. The third foul by the Knights. Izzy Norton to inbound for the Wolverines. Goes to Fuller. Fuller up to Silman. Silman looked out for Norton, but read by Mills. Mills going to bring it down court quickly. Fuller gets back with her, and that is going to be Fuller's fourth foul of the first half. And that's going to put Mills back on the line for 2 more free throws. First shot, up and good by Mills. I don't know why I keep saying Miller. Peyton Foster comes in for Sylvie Fuller. And looks like Essling came in for Albertson on the Knight side. Second free throw up and good. 5 seconds to go. Wolverines up 43-9. Foster pushes it down. She's going to get the last shot. Shot is up and off the side of the rim. No good. And that's going to be our halftime score, folks. Wolverines 43, Knights 9. We're going to hit a couple of ads, and we will be right back. All right, we are back here in Dike for the rest of halftime here. 4 minutes, about a little over 4 minutes to go in the half as both teams are back on the floor. The Wolverines leading this one 43-9. Really just getting out quick and getting some easy buckets and been commanding the rebounds and cleaning glass tonight. So we're excited to see how the second half goes. We expect to see a few more people coming off the bench. Saw some come off early on, and we'll see what happens here. All right, we see girls getting ready. Is just waiting for our clock to get updated because I think so. Norton off the bench with 4, and Tyler off the bench with 2. The scoring for the Knights been 2 3-pointers by number 15 Reagan Sorensen and 2 free throws by Ava Mills, or 3 free throws by Ava Mills. So that's the scoring for the Knights. As we look here at the Wolverines, Jaden Peterson with 11, Foster with 5, Bixby with 7, and Peyton Peterson with 9. That's the starters for the Wolverines and where they stand. So as we get ready to go here, we'll for the second half of this game, and then we will get ready after this, followed up by the boys game. Wolverines coming off a tough loss last night to the Falcons. We'll look to bounce back, get back on the winning side here for tonight against Union. Well, while we got a minute here, I'm going to run, we'll hit the ad real quick for People's Savings Bank. Again, appreciate all they do for us. So we will hit that ad. And
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools. That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
all right, back here in Dike as halftime, about a minute left to go in the half. Halftime ending, Wolverines and Knights getting ready to kick off this second half. I'm going to assume we're going to see the starting 5 for the Wolverines at least for a little bit here in the third quarter, and see what Coach Dahl decides to do as the Wolverines playing a Saturday game after last night's game against AP, and trying to keep those legs fresh, but really not, and don't want to get any rust. So and see the Knights finishing up their warm-ups, and they're shooting around. We'll get back here, and the officials back on the floor, and we'll get ready to go here after a little short break here. All right, Wolverines back on the floor again. The starting lineup for the Wolverines out there is Jaden Peterson, Peyton Foster, Marin Bixby, and Maddie Busco. Looks like for the Knights, it is going to be Lorenzen, Sorensen, Glenn, Mills, and Albertson here starting the second half. Ball inbounded, Sorensen with it. Sorensen up top. Wolverines showing a little 1-3-1. Ball down to the corner. Lorenzen with it. Kicks it out to Mills. Mills is going to take the three and hit it. First bucket of the second half is a Mills three. Foster bringing it out. Foster over to Bixby. Bixby back to Foster. Wolverines getting set. Over to Bixby. Bixby going to take that three. Rebounded by Peyton Peterson. She puts it back up and in. Rebound and the putback by Peterson. She hits double figures. Sorensen with it. Met by Bixby. Over to Mills. Mills skips it to Sorensen. She goes to Lorenzen. Lorenzen from the short corner. Missed it. Rebounded by Maddie Busko. Busko with it coming down. Over to Peterson. Peterson into Foster. Foster, quick shot up and in. Good attack by Foster. Sorensen with it. Wolverines leading this one 47-12. Shot, ball's over to Mills, to Glenn, back to Mills. Mills skips it to Lorenzen, out to Sorensen, back to Lorenzen. She's going to spot up for three and hit it. So another three here by the Knights. Foster with it to Peterson, over to Bixby. Bixby kicks it across to Maddie Busko, throws it into Jane Peterson, to Peyton Peterson, and she's going to get it to go and get the foul. That foul is going to be on 23, Reagan Glenn, her first, team first in the second half. But right here, Peyton Peterson for two. First free throw up and good. That's, well, and one. Wolverines up 50-15. Sorensen with it, coming across. Wolverines still in that, well, not quite the 1-3-1. They're in man now. So Mills with it. Back to Glenn. Glenn gets it over Sorensen, guarded by Bixby. Up top to Albertson. She goes to Glenn in the corner. Ball ends up with Lorenzen, guarded by Foster. Lorenzen on the drive, out to Glenn. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And that is going to be a shot clock violation. Lorenzen had to fire it up and did not hit rim. So, yeah, shot clock violation. Izzy Norton checking in for Maddie Busko. Foster with it. Foster over to Norton. Yep, back to Foster. Back to Norton. Skips it over to Bixby. Bixby's going to pull that three off the rim. Norton hustles down the rebound. Kicks it back up top to Foster. Foster up to Jaden Peterson. Out to Bixby for another three. That one's good by Bixby. Another three-pointer by the Wolverines tonight. Sorensen with it coming across. Sorensen over to Mills. Looks to lob it up, but nobody there. Peyton Peterson with it. Gets it to Foster. Foster to Bixby. Bixby back up to Foster. Around to Jaden Peterson. Looks in and turns it over. Not quite sure who she was going to on that one. Substitution in here for the Knights is number 13, Essling, in for Albertson. Sorensen brings it across. Kicks it to Lorenzen in the corner. Lorenzen looks into Glenn. Glenn back out to Lorenzen. And it looks like we're going to have a foul. It's going to be a foul on number 13, Peyton Foster, her first, team first in the second half. Busko coming in for her as Lorenzen will inbound it for the Knights. She gets it in Sorensen. Back to Lorenzen in the corner. Back to Sorensen. Wolverines doing a good job of covering it up. Glenn up top. Over to Sorensen. Ball poked away by Norton, but right back to Sorensen. Gets it to Glenn. Over to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with it on the wing to Glenn in the corner. Up to Sorensen up top. Reverses it to Mills. Mills with it. Back to Sorensen. 12 to go on the shot clock. Sorensen looking for Lorenzen, but threw it just out of her reach, and it'll be Wolverine basketball with 3:14 to go. In for the Wolverines is going to be Miranda Tyler for Jaden Peterson. Busco with the ball coming across. Busco to Norton. Norton back to Busco, over to Bixby. Bixby up to Busco, over to Norton. She's going to pull the three. In and out, rebounded by Tyler, out to Bixby. Bixby's three is off, but rebounded by Peterson. Peterson back up and in. So a couple good offensive rebounds by the Wolverines. Sorensen going to bring that ball across now. Hold up just after half court as they get set. Over to Mills. Mills to Lorenzen. Lorenzen up to Mills on the cut. Mills gets a backdoor cut for a layup. Wolverines up 55-17. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Ball to Tyler. Tyler looking up for Peterson. She goes up and gets it, puts it up and in. Good bucket there by Peterson. Puts her total up to 18 on the night. 3 Wolverines in double figures right now. Both Petersons and Maren Bixby. Sorensen with it. Sorensen around the corner. Puts the layup up. Misses it. Rebounded by Busco. Busco looking up for Tyler. Tyler gets it. Puts it up and in. Good look by Maddie Busco. Good bucket by Tyler. Wolverines up 59-17. Knights bringing it across. Sorensen with it. She goes left. Kicks it out to Glenn. Glenn, shot fake over to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to take that three from the wing. Rebounded by Norton. Norton pushing the ball up. She's going to hold it up now. Let the offense get set. Gets it to Busco up top. Busco lobs it in for Tyler. Tyler out to Norton. Norton for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Glenn. Sorensen with it coming back for the Knights. She goes up quickly to Mills. Mills on the attack. Layup no good, but they are going to get, looks like we're going to get a foul. And they are going to get Miranda Tyler with her first and the second for the Wolverines here in the third period. Coming in are Jaden Peterson and Peyton Foster. Going out, Peyton Peterson and Izzy Norton. Sorensen will inbound it as clock's running. We're at 39 seconds. Sorensen up to Lorenzen. Lorenzen over to Mills. Mills to Lorenzen. Lorenzen gets the ball up to Sorensen. 24 to go on in the third. Over to Mills. Mills on the left, back up top to Sorensen. She's going to go to the right to Lorenzen. Lorenzen with it. Looks to go back to Sorensen, but Jaden Peterson steps in front of it. She'll come down, and she's going to get the left-hand layup to fall. Crawled around and fell. Wolverines lead this one 61-17 as we're about to hit the end of the third. The heave by Sorensen is no good, and that's going to be the end of your third quarter. Wolverines leading this one 61-17. 8 minutes to go before we finish this one up. All right, we'll do a quick, the People Savings Bank ad, and we'll be right back.
How can you become a Wolverine superfan?
With your Wolverine Pride debit card from People's Savings Bank.
Every time we swipe the Wolverine Pride debit card,
People's Savings Bank gives 6 cents back to D&H schools. That added up to almost $2,000 this past year.
Get your Wolverine Pride debit card today. Roll blue.
All right, first horn has sounded. Both teams back out. For the Wolverines, who will inbound the ball, it is going to be the starters. Peyton Peterson, Jaden Peterson, Busco, Foster, and Bixby. For the Knights, it is Lorenzen, Sorensen, Eastling, Glenn, and Mills. Or nope, not Mills. That is Albertson. Ball around to Maddie Busco. Busco on the attack. Kicks it out to Bixby. Bixby will pull for three and hit it. Another three ball by Maren Bixby. Wolverines keep pouring it on here And we've got mass subs coming for the Wolverines. Sorensen with it. Over to Glenn. Glenn looks for Sorensen. Stolen by Jane Peterson. Up to Peyton Foster. She's going to hold up, let the Wolverines get set. Over to Bixby. Bixby skips it over to Jaden Peterson. Over to, and then to Maddie Buskell. Bixby, Peyton Peterson. Buskell in the corner. Puts it on the deck and attacks. Ends up looking to throw it out and threw it away, looking for Peyton Foster. So subs in for the Wolverines. You're going to have we got new five in for the Wolverines. The starters come out, and this is going to be Norton, Meester, Tyler, Silman, and Fuller. Mills did come back in for the Knights on that last dead ball. Ball taken away by Tyler. She's going to take it down court. On the run, ball is tipped away by Glenn, I believe. She and Albertson were running with Tyler. So it'll be Wolverine basketball out of bounds. Tyler was going to inbound it here. Tyler to Fuller. Fuller right back to Tyler. Shot up and good by Miranda Tyler. Had her 6th point on the night. Sorensen bringing the ball down. Over to Mills. Mills skips it to Sorensen. To Glenn up top. Back to Mills. Mills to Glenn. Glenn is going to take the three off the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Silman. She gets to Meester. Meester coming across with it. Meester to Fuller. Fuller to Tyler. Tyler back to Fuller. Back to Meester. Tyler slides into the lane. Meester with it up top. Over to Norton. Norton will bring it up to the top. Hits Tyler. Tyler up to Silman, who gathers it in, gets the shot up, missed it, but rebounded by Tyler. Her shot is blocked. Rebounded there by Eastling for the Knights. All right, Sorensen bringing the ball down. Ball kicked back over to Sorensen. To Mills. To Glenn. Glenn to Albertson in the corner. Back out to Glenn. Wolverine scrambling. That ball taken away by Fuller on the pass. Fuller brings it down court. Looks up for Izzy Norton. She has to save it back in and goes right to Eastling. Sorensen bringing it down. Glenn with it. Wolverines get back. Sorensen from deep hits it. Wow, she was on the volume. I wasn't sure where she was there. She was on the logo with that one. Deep one. Fuller with it. Over to Norton. Back to Fuller. She's going to take the three. Rattles out. Rebound by Sorensen. Tyler pokes it. Ooh, and they're getting Miranda Tyler with a foul. That is going to be Tyler's first, or her second, and the first on the team in the fourth quarter. In for the Knights is Lily Lorenzen. Will come in for Sorensen. So Mills with the point guard duties now. She's got it up top. Goes to Lorenzen. Over to Glenn. Albertson back up to Glenn. Skip to Mills. Lorenzen back to Glenn. Glenn with it. Attacks. Gets the shot up. Missed it. Rebounded by Tyler. It's scramble for the ball, and that is going to be a foul on Albertson. That's going to be her third and the first in the fourth quarter. Sorensen back in here for Eastling. Meester with it. Meester brings it across. It's the ball to Norton, and that one's taken away over there by Mills. Mills coming down court. Tyler's back. Tyler steps in and got the block. Oh, ooh. Good hustle by Miranda Tyler trying to take that charge. That's going to be her third foul. And that is going to be 2 free throws here for Mills. Wolverine's going to see a new 5 come in here as Coach Dahl unloads the bench. All right, first one up and good. So all 5 coming off. The 5 on the floor for the Wolverines right now are number 21, Lily Bennett. Number 33, Joy Eilderts. Almost called her by her sister's name. Number 55, Peterson. Number 51, Meester. And I don't know who has 41 on tonight. So I apologize. Peterson with it to Meester. Meester to Bennett. Bennett with it up top. Into Peterson. Peterson dishes it. Oh, ball taken away there by Mills. To Sorensen, 2:45 to go here in the game. Sorensen with it up top. Over to Mills. Mills skips it to Sorensen. She's going to take the 3. She's going to miss it. That's going to be rebounded there by Peterson. Peterson with it. Over to Bennett. Bennett in quickly. Shot is up. Rebounded by Eilderts. Out to Meester. Over to Peterson. Into Bennett. And she is going to get tied up. And that is going to be Wolverine basketball, as we're going to have some substitutions in for the Knights. Coming in for the Knights is number 13, Eastling. Number 33, Olivia Keegan. Number 41, Mallory Carr. Number 31, Bailey Brown. That might be everybody. And one I don't have, 43, who I don't have on my roster. Rebound there by Eilderts on the miss. Peterson with it coming across. Peterson to Bennett. Bennett to Meester. Wolverines working around the top. 22 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ball reversed to Bennett. Bennett's going to take the 3 off the front of the rim. Rebounded there by Carr. Carr bringing it across for the Knights. Over there to Brown. Brown to the corner to Carr. Out to Keegan, who take the shot. Rebounded by Carr, and she's going to go to the line as we are going to have a foul. And we're discussing who that foul is on. 33, Joy Eilderts is going to collect that foul. Her first, team third. First free throw for Carr, up and good. Carr with the second free throw. Shot is up and in. 2 free throws for Carr. Bennett with it into Peterson. Under a minute to go. Wolverines up 66-24. Over to Meester. Meester to Eilderts. Look for Meester back up. That ball was tipped away by Carr. Taken away by Meester. She's going to get shot up and off the rim. Rebounded by the Knights and Keegan. She gets it to Carr. Carr going to bring it across. 30 seconds to go in the game. Tipped away by Autumn Meester. She's going to take it down court. Right-handed layup by Meester is good. 2 points for Meester, 68-24 as we go under 20 seconds. Ball is over here to Keegan. Keegan going to skip it across to Carr. 8 seconds. Keegan with it up to Brown. Brown has it tipped away or blocked, I believe, on the shot. And that's going to end the game here. Wolverines come away with a victory over the Knights, 68-24. So excellent job by the Wolverines. And we will join you on Tuesday night. We will be back on for girls basketball as the girls will get ready to play Hudson in their second matchup against Hudson. So excellent job. Great job by the Wolverines, and we look forward to seeing you guys later. I will be back here shortly with the boys game on the